Ibaw, thanks sa bagsahe.
Hey, Froggy.
You are listening to Into the Pond with Frog and Discount Don, exclusively on the Shuli Network.
Into the pond with Frog and Discount Don. Two boys in the back, they're giving it a crack. Into the pond with Frog and Discount Don. Discount Dawn. Into the pond with Frog and Discount Dawn. Two boys in the back, they're giving it a cry. Into the pond with Frog and Discount Dawn.
Good evening, everyone. Would you believe that intro song is longer than the Trainables intro?
Yes.
Yeah. Trainables is only 1:39. That's 1:42.
Yeah. And the other one's, good.
Good. It is great. Yeah,
no, I
we
like
all
this.
love it.
We
all love it. Welcome to Into the Pond with Discount Don, the great Mike Morse, and me, the Crystal Butterfly. Thank you for having me. Zen is at a gig tonight with Lee Syatt in Poughkeepsie at Laugh It Up, and Shuli is working an extra shift at the Piggly Wiggly. So you're stuck with us tonight.
Right. I think they finally got some eggs in. So
that's right.
There's a stampede.
We finally, we do have a couple of things on the list for tonight. I have a Rob Saul clip. It's really short. It's actually a YouTube short from his channel. It's the only YouTube short on his channel. And we might check that out. But I wanted to talk tonight about the Dabbleverse in general, and then a few people in it specifically, because it's sort of a weird time with John gone from the Dabbleverse, right?
Yes.
Even though he's still kind of providing us content through. Before we even get into it, speaking of providing us content, somebody explain this Facebook post to me.
Oh, I recognize that. That's the guy who sings Never Give Up.
I recognize him too, but read the caption.
No, for those that see the derelict postings of a Paul Rivera, this is who he really is. Well, you never told me your real name is Paul Rivera.
Now, do you think somebody is trolling him as Paul Rivera? Okay,
Paul Rivera,
and he thinks
human
it's
bartender. Me. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Paul.
Thanks, buddy. Nice to see you. So he does still provide us content on Twitter as well. You got to love this. He's tweeting up a storm at 770 WABC and the NAACP. And conveniently for him, because his account's protected, none of those people are seeing these at mentions.
Well,
he's an idiot.
He's a bit of an idiot. I did see the one with your alias on there. I did do a little
grammar
bit of,
hammer.
Oh, here it is.
Little grammar hammer action.
I'm ready.
All right. Give me a second to get it loaded.
Come on, man. Got my hammer ready.
Let's see.
All right. Here we go.
So it's short but sweet for those who see the derelict postings.
Who ponders?
Yeah, this is who he really is. For those that see, this man was supposed to be teaching children English, but he's trying to sound, again, that's one of those things where he's trying to sound smarter than he is, and it just falls right down his big fat face. All right, can I? Stop. Grammar time. John, even though you're not with us anymore, you've just been grammar hammered.
You remember the last time he left?
Yeah.
Sure.
He was gone for 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
And we experienced, that was the period of the biggest growth of the channel, was while he was gone.
It was.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we that's when we kind of really got in the groove.
And so do you think if he had stayed away a little longer that we might have started moving on? Because, looking back on those older shows of his, they're funny still in a different way than the newer shows were funny. Mm-hmm. But I mean, Andy will probably back me up on this. They're a little harder to edit, right? Because there's not as much good stuff there.
I mean, it all depends. I mean, we're finding out, say, watching the Blunder Years, the preludes to what we see John doing now. You know, there was hints back then of what he'd become now, and we're seeing that every time we see a Blunder's Year, for example.
See, I'm talking about the original podcast, though, like when he was doing Beer on the Balcony and having like the politicians on and stuff.
Well, the political stuff is kind of hard to take because John usually doesn't know what he's talking about anyways.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, they're more entertaining when he's on his own or when he doesn't feel he needs a guest. Meanwhile, he has like 3 or 4 guests on one podcast. I think there's still a lot of meat on the bones.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's hard to figure out which episodes we haven't cut up packages of because we didn't really keep track of that, but we're trying to find stuff that we haven't watched because we know there's plenty.
Right.
But I've felt for a while, like I think we talked about this a while back, Andy, about how the Dabbleverse sort of moved on from John. I think around the time that he left the last time, because if you remember, it was like, that's when Steel Toe kind of started becoming a thing in the Dabbleverse, and Ray kind of started getting attention in the Dabbleverse, and
right,
yeah, it gave other people opportunities.
And those people are making, like, those same people are making the most out of the opportunity this time. It's like so many people are melting down right now. You know,
sure.
I brought up Opie earlier.
That's right. There's more than one person that's not happy with Anthony Cumia getting a new job.
Yeah.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Kevin's getting crazier, nuttier, kookier.
Yeah, I've got Kevin on the list to talk about too. Like, so him, and Opie and Steel Toe are kind of like the trifecta to me. And if you throw in Rob Saul, you know, that's, you know, the top 4, I'd say. But
yeah, Rob really needs to do it with more regularity to have it.
Yeah,
to be up there
He's
on the
Stuttering John
Mount
side
Rushmore.
piece.
Yeah,
right.
But like Andy was saying earlier, at least like KB and Opie have something in common with John in that they sort of were successful before. Well, not sort of. I guess Opie clearly was, but
right,
KB, I guess, is marginally successful.
Right.
They had their time. Now they don't, but they're still trying to live off of that instead of what can I do today?
And they have to like interact with the trolls and be bitter and stuff. Like, I think that's one of the things they all have in common too, is like, it's easy to rile them up and get them. Like, you know, we saw Brennan the other day when we were doing the anti-Karen show. One of the things I didn't like about doing it was having to edit Brennan, because I used to say to Shuli, it's not the same as cutting John, you know, like
Right.
it's a different thing. And I'll figure out how to do it, but it was hard. The episode the other day that I cut of him, that was just like editing John. Just
Right.
like editing.
He was,
Right.
Yeah, he was nuts. Yeah.
He sounded so much like him. Yeah.
But like, he
well, now-
used to be funny according to the comics I've talked to.
Well, yeah, you watch some of his old stand-up. He was good.
Yeah,
You know,
I've
but
heard
he was-
everybody pretty much say
but-
that.
But everybody, even back then, they didn't like him, you know, in the clubs. That's why he kept getting beat up.
Right.
Did he really keep getting beat up?
Well, Gary Gulman, you know, got Kelly, who else?
But like actually beat him up though?
Yeah, Gary Gulman got, I think, was it Stand Up New York, or I forget where, but one of the clubs in the bathroom beat the crap out of him. Apparently, I didn't see it happen, but this is what I hear.
So he's always been a peach.
Right.
Yeah, and he's not getting any better. That's the thing.
We'll pay
Do
for that
you-
footage, by the way.
Yeah. Oh.
What do you think is driving his implosion?
That's a good question.
It sort of started, it seems like, with Shuli back whenever, you know, like everything was fine with them, and then all of a sudden he hated Shuli. That seemed to be like the beginning of it. But
Well,
don't know
I think the numbers started shifting about who was watching his show and who was watching Shuli's show, and
yeah,
you know, he didn't like that.
thus the focus on the money.
Right.
And the, you know, show me the money, show me the numbers.
Right. And complaining that we're doing it, you know, just watching clips of John, and, you know, fast forward a couple months later, he's watching clips of John. So,
right.
Yeah, exactly.
He's sort of becoming a lolcow like John.
mm-hmm. And Opie's interesting because he doesn't need to do this. You know, John has to. John had to do this. This was
Right.
And Brennan has to.
And Brendan has to. But Opie shouldn't have to, I don't think.
Yeah. You would think after it didn't catch on, he'd just be like, fuck it. No one's interested. I'm gonna go enjoy my money.
Right.
He's living pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find another venture.
Yeah. Start a celebrity wine. We never did get to Mike's game from the other day, but we're going to. That's not going. I'm not going to let that go to waste.
No.
Icy Uno says, "Go Froggy." Thank you, Icy Uno. CJ Ham with $10 says, "Oh hey Don."
Oh hey CJ Ham. Good to see you.
Thanks, CJ. You're the man. Shitstain Melendez gifting one.
I don't care.
Thank you, Shuli. CJ Ham with another $10.
Oh, hey, Froggy.
Thank you so much, my friend. And Shitstain Melendez with another 5 gifted.
News pay ya.
Oh, and CJ Ham with 10 gifted. You guys are amazing.
Suck my dick.
I'll suck your dick.
Oh hey, beautiful man meat.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Thanks, buddy.
I hope you were doing it behind that overlay, Andy.
Oh, I was. Actually, I'm doing it in front of you. My hands move very quickly.
CJ Ham says, "I love me some kind scum."
Okay.
I love you, buddy. Damn
Yeah,
auto. Oh,
explain that
Pond
one.
Scum.
Pond
Thank
Scum.
you.
Okay.
$20.
There you
Thank you. Chris Hall says, "Why is Mike making this making this terrible?" He's not. Mike's here making it great.
Yeah.
He's making the pond great again. James Q Legend with $2 says, "Could we get 9 puppets instead of the 3 of us? That would cost 3 times as much."
Yeah. We're working on it though. We'll have enough puppets.
We do have 3 puppets. You've got Clay Duty, you've got the John puppet, and you've got your Lenny puppet, right?
And I have the Kate Meany puppet.
That's
too.
right.
Okay, so there's 4. So
Yeah, this is quickly turning into Sesame Street.
we're getting there. Who should be the next puppet? Let's see here from the chat. Lockie. We'll get Lockie working on some new puppets. Tony Baloney says, "Hope you don't mind if I listen while I play Call of Duty." I do not mind.
Of course.
Go ahead.
I've never played Call of Duty.
Oh,
Happy
you missed
dance,
out.
sha-la-la. Play it, Don. Don don't have it. Only Shuli's got
No,
those.
I meant to ask Shuli to get those from him. I need them all.
Hashtag fail.
I'll have them soon, buddy.
CJ Ham with $5. Oh shit, Morse verse is here. I'm out. Just kidding, Mike. Love you.
Love you too, CJ.
Jay Wolfenstein with $5. Oh, thank God. Finally a show with no Mike. Son of a bitch.
There you go, Wolfenstein.
And Dan
Dano.
Catalano, our very own cutie patootie.
Mhm.
I don't know where that drop is right now, but
News pay
you get a dues pair
ya.
this time. Jay Wolfenstein. I mean, hi, Mike.
Hello, Jay.
Don't
Of
indulge
course.
him, Jay. Chris Hall, we have plenty of content without John. Between Opie and KB, it's a cornucopia of narcissistic stupidity that's on brand for Stuttering John. So many locales. So that's pretty much exactly
Well
what's
said.
happening. Like,
Yep.
Opie and KB are becoming Stuttering John. If we could get the 2 of them to do a show together,
That would be amazing.
we've got to have some kind of in with one of them that we could have start agitating for that, because that would be like the perfect storm. You remember that movie where like the hurricanes collided and killed George Clooney?
Right.
I don't
Mark
think that was the
Wahlberg.
reason for them to get together, but yes, it wasn't.
The hurricanes?
Vendetta. Yeah, it wasn't a vendetta against George Clooney,
No, I think it was.
was it?
I haven't seen the movie in a while. Todd says, "Hey, the never give up guy, big fan. Thank you. I'm glad you appreciate my work. I also work with butterfly crystals." Trigger, Zen's favorite feline with 762. Oddly specific. Sorry, I got a notification of a tariff that I had to pay because of Andy's location before sending this super chat. My apologies.
Thanks,
Had the
Trigger.
tariff starting to impact you up there, Andy? Are you feeling the pinch?
Not really. I mean,
Well, they
we've been
haven't-
pinched so many
they-
times in the last couple of years. It's just gonna be another one.
Right. They postponed it for a bit. So,
did they?
Right.
Beef Drippins with $2 says, "Frog's got a shiwi under the desk. Oh, hi, my dudes."
Drippins.
What's a shiwi?
Oh, you know.
The Looney Tunes critic with $5 says, "Gary Goldman is a mensch.
Yes.
Do you know how big of a prick you need to be to get him to kick your ass?" I don't know who he is, but that's the one that you said beat up Brennan in the bathroom.
Yes, he was one of the people, one of the comics.
blame
who was
him.
done it.
Right. And there was that video. I can't remember the comedian. He was a large black guy, and Brennan literally grabbed his wrists so he wouldn't punch him.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
right.
Remember that
Yeah.
one? Yeah. Oh, that's great footage.
CJ Ham with $5 says, what did the hipster frog say to the other hipster frog? You're totally cool.
Get it?
Listen, I don't know that I'm necessarily cool per se, but I am the coolest person in this
No,
organization.
you're not
Be
even the
sure
coolest
of that.
person in your trailer there. So yeah, get over it.
Mike, don't be ridiculous.
Come on.
Do you have the cool quiz that you were going to give me to prove how cool I am?
I have not yet. I found a couple, but I want to find the perfect one.
I eat cock.
All right. Chachi, thank you for the ice cube tray. I thought that was a very cool gift you sent us. Frog, thanks for the mention yesterday. Awesome show, guys. Thank you very much. Chris Hall, everyone's favorite cum pig, says, I only kid. Mike is the best one here.
You're growing on me, Chris.
That is true.
I
Mike
do have
is-
I put a shiwi in the Discord if you want to see what it is there, Froggy.
I'm looking at it. It's some
Put it up
kind
on the
of,
screen.
I don't,
You can put it up on the screen.
yeah, I guess. It looks like
A cool person would put it up on the screen.
I am pretty cool compared to you guys. Wait, hold on. I lost it. Give me a second.
Super cool.
Let's see.
There it is. See, what you do, Frog, is you put your vagina on the big side, the big end, and then you let it trickle down the little spout there. And that's
To
how you-
what end?
so you can pee while you're working.
No. That's ridiculous.
So that's not for ice cream.
It
Okay.
can be. Whatever you're into, man.
We're not getting me a shiwi. I met Frog and Mike at DabbleCon 2. Where was Discount hiding?
In plain sight.
That's right.
Mhm.
He was the guy in the sleeveless shirt.
Right.
One of
Hiding
which
in the
I wound
igloo.
up with.
What's that?
One of which I wound up with somehow.
Yeah.
Sunday, Jenna, what are you doing? Oh, hey, Frog, I miss Zen. He's cooler. Thank you. That's $5 well spent. Oh, hey, Don, says Bill from New Jersey.
Oh, hey, Bill, New Jersey. Good to see you.
Our buddy Big Daddy Dodo, who we also met at DabbleCon. Oh, hey, Discount Mike Tyson, who speaks with a lisp and pronounces every single word.
Oh, hey, Duty, Big Daddy, Duty, Daddy, Dody, Daddy.
Perfect.
Jack Sampson with $5. Hi, Mike and Andy. When Joe says something sassy, I imagine he puts his hand on his hip.
Right. And he does this. Kiss my grits.
Maud Levy with $5. Frog, great to see your face not plastered on an insufferable TikTok twink for a change. Skull. Thank you, Maud. I agree. Not a TikTok twink.
That's your
All
opinion.
right. So another thing I had on my list as far as like the change going on in the Dabbleverse is, there's a change obviously for John right now when he's not streaming. He's trying to do comedy. What do you think he does on a day-to-day basis now without having a stream to do?
He drinks.
Well, that's a given though. I mean,
Right.
like
That's
the rest
that's
of the
his main
day.
focus. Well, gets up, he drinks.
You think he starts drinking the minute he gets up?
Yeah. Yeah, he'll have a couple beers just to
Golly.
get things started.
Right.
That's not really, it's not drinking, it's beer. It's light beer.
Yeah.
It's practically water.
Yeah. And he'll probably go to the gym and then go to Stevie Tomatoes. And
You think he still goes to the gym? He's not, what's the point now? He doesn't have a podcast to stand up and flex for and say, yeah.
I know that, yeah, it's a good question. Maybe he's probably cut back. But yeah, he's a man of leisure now.
I think he's watching a lot of Dabbleverse shows, probably.
Probably.
Oh,
Like,
of course.
he tweets about it a lot and stuff. So I think he's totally still plugged into it.
Checks
I
his
kind of hope
cameo
he
every-
stays.
that he stays away.
Yeah,
He won't.
I hope he does.
Well, he's going to come back and do his political show this week, right?
Right.
Yeah, and he said next week too. But those are always garbage, and we'll
Yeah.
get what we can out of it. But like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like we won. You know, we vanquished him. He ran away. We did our fucking job, and it's like, wouldn't it be nice to not have to edit that fucking moron for so many hours every week?
It remains to be seen. I think he he probably wants to come back, but now he kind of painted himself in the corner. So
I think it was easier to stay away last time for him too, because he was teaching. He had
Right.
that, gig.
Right.
It was pretty much the minute the school year ended. He came back at the end of June onto Brennan's show,
Right.
So it's like that kind of probably gave him something to focus on for 8 months.
yeah, he might have found a job. Maybe he's working at Piggly Wiggly, or
I wouldn't be surprised if he's found a job,
Yeah.
because he definitely needs some cash coming
Yeah.
now that he doesn't have YouTube.
But you figure he'd want more money by podcasting. Like, what's the whole deal of he really leaving anyways? What point did he make?
well, I
He
think
certainly
it's been
didn't win.
discussed, or I think it might have been a family thing.
You think so? Or like Andy said he didn't win, but I think in his mind he did, because to him he's like, with me being gone, now the shitwayers got nothing, and those guys are gonna just tank and go away, and then I can come back and start doing my show again, and nobody will be there to troll me, I think is what
Like,
he thinks.
you think we wouldn't come back the minute he came?
Well, I mean, we know that. Yeah, no, we know that.
Right.
That's the beauty of what I'm saying
Uh.
about, like, if he stays away and we can move on to other shit. Like, if he comes back, we can always jump right back there.
Right.
It's like
Sure.
we're always going to be there in a ghillie suit, just waiting for a headshot.
Like those assassins who just sit there for hours and just looking through the scope, just waiting and waiting and waiting. Oh, he's got a show. Everybody get together.
That's funny.
What do you think everybody's post Dabbleverse life looks like? Like, TSN will be fine. We have trainables and other things. WATP is going to be fine. Karl already has a ton of stuff that he covers, a ton of people that he covers, particularly Opie and Steel Toe right now.
Right.
But like, Brennan isn't doing great financially or mentally. I think it was clear from that package the other day. Like, he talks about how he made $136 the previous day.
Yeah.
And then just the mental unraveling that you can clearly see going on. And then Steel Toe
with the police stop, that's that wasn't him.
that was crazy.
Yeah, that wasn't him recording. That's
And then Steel Toe's grift can't go on forever, and it's kind of, in my opinion, started to die off. Like, when the whole thing with the Ricadas was a big deal, it seemed like he had a lot of people watching him, and it sort of settled back down to what it was before the whole Ricada thing.
Right. I mean, compared to that, what can he do to make it as interesting?
Yeah, nothing. That was the most interesting thing about him.
Right.
And it's weird,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's true.
All downhill.
Yeah. He's lucky enough to have that boxing debacle, but
yeah, that was the most recent. Did you hear? There was a Melton clip that I saw. I don't know if it was from his channel or one of the Clippers, or I'd give him a shout out, whoever it was, but it was a clip of them talking about how, I guess, his license to box, which I didn't even know you needed to be licensed to box.
he need a license to ill. So of course you need a license.
Exactly.
I mean, you don't need a license to do jiu-jitsu, though. It's a similar
Not
kind
really. It's not really. It's tumbling.
Are you kidding?
Children tumble.
Oh, jeez.
I cannot
Here we
wait
go.
until the content
Here
house.
we go, kids.
Mike and I are going to find a dojo and roll. I also am going to spray him with pepper spray.
Well, that's one way to get me down.
Well,
You guys are going to be doing judo and running from bullets.
When all you have is tumbling, I guess you need pepper spray.
I'd like to see Mike run. So yeah, so do you think we focus in on someone else, another potential lolcow in the Dabbleverse? That's why I was like thinking about Opie and KB before, but Rob Saul and even Ray. Like, if you look at Ray's show, he's got more people watching him now than he ever really has, and super chatting him. They're all telling him to eat crayons, but like, he's making money.
So he took over the John Mantle, kind of.
Yeah, Ray might be more fun than any of the rest of them because he, I think, doesn't realize like Rob Saul wants to be a lolcow.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Right.
he had John anoint him the new
Yeah.
Duke or whatever because he wants people to give him money to troll him,
Right.
which I think takes some of the fun out of it.
Yeah. 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 You have to kind of fight against it to make it fun.
Exactly.
So-
right. He's an idiot.
And then we've got John just living in his mom's house. The cameos are dried up. Nobody's sending him cameos anymore. Or if they are, he's not accepting it he doesn't want to read what they're writing.
Right. Yeah, he hasn't done one in a couple weeks now.
I think it was the end
Yeah.
it was in the end of February, the 21st or
Wow.
23rd, something like that.
Yeah. So it is. I wonder if people are sending requests and he's just not taking them. I would have to
Yeah,
think that they are.
I'm gonna check because he had changed the price again.
That's always good to do.
Oh, it's back up to $7. I swear to God, the other day when I looked at it, it was on sale for $56, but it's back up to $7. It says 24-hour delivery.
Okay.
Got a 1-star review. Mr. Melendez called me a shithead and started talking about some guy who can't do comedy. I think we saw that one. That was
Yes, we
fucking
did
funny.
see that one. Yeah, those are always fun. And I have to think that people have requested them. I mean,
Yeah, for sure. And he's just not doing them because they're
Mhm.
probably all about his kids and shit.
right. He will.
He'll have to eventually. Like
Mhm.
you said about him coming back, I think it's inevitable because he's going to need the money.
Man, you're proud until you suck that first dick. And you're like, huh?
Like Shuli always says, it's like the scene in Boogie Nights where he's in the pickup truck with the dude.
Right. Yeah, right.
Dr. Omega. That's our friend Lockie.
Ooh,
Let the chat decide the next
Lockie.
puppet I make you. Yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
Beef Drippins, $2. Don's picture is cooler than that happy boy. That's not very nice, Beef Drippins.
Happy boy, hopper.
CJ Ham gifting another $5.
There's
Thank you
$4.
so much, sir.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Buddy, the Looney Tunes critic says, I was going to say Frog's the coolest person in his trailer park, but I remembered Jenna lives there too.
I said. That's what I'm saying.
Nice.
That's part of what makes me cool, though. Having a hot wife is cool.
It's luck. It's not cool.
Well,
It's- you
who can
gotta-
forget this? With $10 says, here's a few bucks for some super cool guys and Frog.
Ah, thank you.
He knows he's being facetious. Big Daddy Dodo with $5 says, Frog, please wipe the vape juice off your camera lens. You're a bit blurry
A little
again.
blurry.
Yes, it's the camera. It's not the lens. Chachi says, I think call it a sheenis.
Sheenus. Sheenus, for
That makes
Christ's
more
sake.
sense.
Come on. Yeah.
Sorry, Mike. I'm not well versed in vaginal
Anything.
urine receptacles.
Well, you should. Then you wouldn't have to get up all the time and go squat in your little pot over there.
I didn't drink any coffee tonight, specifically so I don't have to go pee.
Wow.
T. McGarry, a member for 15 months and using his milestone chat on Into the Pond. Love that. Thank you. Frog is on the cover of the Syrian edition of Tiger Beat magazine. See?
Literal tigers in that.
That would be cool,
Right.
though, right?
No.
Chachi with $5 says, the
The
rest
rest-
of John's day is watching you guys and really sad. Yeah, well, what I guarantee you, whatever he's doing, it's really sad.
And he's probably going out on several first dates. You know, he's been doing the apps, and
You
I
don't
believe
really
him.
think so.
No, well, no. Listen, he doesn't have his actual pictures on his dating app.
Yeah, he looks like a human being in the
Yeah.
photo that's on it. Yeah.
You know, and they say, oh, he was on the Tonight Show. Then that walks in and starts
Right.
starts drinking and pushing that fucking meat hook in your face. You're
I
done.
don't know because I haven't dated in a long time, but wouldn't you think, especially given that his profile says that he was on the Tonight Show and that, don't you think like the first move any chick is going to make is going to be to Google him?
Yes. So they
And
would
then
see us.
they're going to find the Uncle Rico show.
Right.
Like, that's really unfortunate for him. It's like
Yeah.
at some point they're going to Google him, even if it's
Right.
not before the date.
Oh no, they all.
Imagine they meet and the date goes wonderful, and that she's
Right.
like, "Wow, I really like that guy."
I would
She's
have
gonna
to
go
say that
Google him.
every woman will Google you before going out.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially
that's-
nowadays.
Yeah, that's just
Definitely.
what they do. Yeah.
That means if you Google him and see all this stuff and still go on the date, you're a real psychopath.
Yeah, you would have to
Imagine the woman that finds like Dabblers Anonymous and WATP and the Uncle Rico show, and then it's like, "Oh, I like this guy. There's something about him."
Yeah, I just watched him drool for 30 minutes. This is definitely a guy I want to hang out with. Wow.
Sidekick Chuck with $5 says, "Hi, Mike. Hi, Discount Don. Congratulations on getting KD Lang on this show." Is that supposed to be me? Am I KD Lang?
Yes.
I don't even really know who that is, but I assume it's not good.
Yeah, she uses a sheeness.
Of course.
Right.
Darren, a member for 18 months, using his member milestone chat on Into the Pond. Frog, please buy a grown-up webcam or learn to focus the one you're using. Yeah, I think the one I'm using is just fucked up, and I had to buy a new audio interface this month because my old one was starting to
Wow. Hi,
take a
Darren.
shit. I'll get a new camera, I promise. Greg Buddy, member for 15 months. Stuttering John sent KB a super chat today, but was it the real Stuttering John? That's the thing.
Yeah.
An account claiming to be Stuttering John may have sent KB a super chat.
Maybe it was
today.
Paul Rivera as Stuttering John,
That's right.
as Frog.
The super cool Paul Rivera. Maud Levy with $2. Opie is begging to be next SJ, but is boring as
Yes.
fuck.
Yep.
Sounds like it.
See, now, if anybody can get in John's Twitter feed, I'd like to see what this Paul Rivera character is saying.
I
don't
had
think that
someone
was
look
Twitter. I
into
think
it.
it was Facebook.
Oh,
Yeah, and they're gone. If
Yeah.
it was up, it's not there anymore.
Oh.
This must have been earlier today.
I love that someone's trolling him on Facebook, and what does he think? He thinks about me.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Sesma?
Sesmas.
Yeah. Well, look, he's sending out those, tweets and whatnot about Anthony, and I mean, that's all he's thinking about. He's got nothing else to do.
Just drinking fucking Mick Ultra, sweating in his fucking house that he can't turn his air conditioning on in.
Yeah. Imagine he gets the date and she agrees, and like just a little before they go out, she does do the Google search, and she's like, I saw this stuff. So he has to spend the entire dinner just, there's a bunch of fucking assholes.
I got these trolls.
Oh man. Oh, she's like, check please.
I wonder if she's an animal lover. Oh, you have cats?
Yeah.
KFT is a member for 14 months. Since Shuli is not here, do you get a bigger cut of the money? Oh, hey, Don. When are you going to do a show at the Bass Pro Shop in Atlantic City?
Oh, hey, KFT. Well, anybody in the Atlantic City, New Jersey area next Wednesday between 6:47 p.m. and 6:52 p.m., I'll be at the Bass Pro Shop. Stop by for some comedy and some used fishing line.
Funny, how many times has Bass Pro Shop come up this week, Andy?
I know.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
When Shuli's not here, do you get a bigger cut of the money? No, we're a team here. Yeah.
Right.
Big Daddy Dodo gifting 5.
It was a barbecue restaurant.
And the beautiful Carmela with $2. Shuli, who, Zen, what? Good to see your face, Frog. See, Carmela knows what's cool.
Yeah,
There
she
you
knows
go.
what's funny. Your face.
My face is adorable.
Mm.
Right, Trigger will tell you. With $3, Jenna, do you have a silky blouse Frog can change into? Thank goodness, no. It does not wear silky blouse. Hellraiser with a $10 super sticker. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hellraiser.
Thank you, buddy.
Beef Drippins with $2 says Frog has a glamour shots lens. SJ had a hot wife.
Yeah,
For
she's
sure.
cute.
I don't think anyone denies that.
Right.
Not that he didn't get the beautiful girl, that's great, but the challenge is holding on to the beautiful girl. And I think more importantly, the children, if you have kids, probably.
Yeah. The women come and go, but your kids should be a constant. Unfortunately, not
It's
quite
actually
happening
one
for
of the
him.
truly sad things about his life.
It is, but again, it's something that he could. That's his fault. It's not anyone else but him.
That's right.
I call my mother like 100 times a week. I guess I don't call my dad that much because he probably doesn't answer his phone. But I just can't imagine like not talking to or just like being disgusted with what my dad's become or something.
Right. Well, that's why it's good you don't have kids, because they would be.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be a good parent. I
No.
hate when people are like, "You'd be a great dad." It's like, what makes you think so?
Well, you could
I'm
teach-
extremely
You
selfish.
could teach them tumbling, which would be fun.
That would be fun. I don't
Whee!
tumble.
You
I
tumble.
wear the
That's
required uniform. Space Nerd for 20 months says, I like the pond. Mike is my favorite. Cheers. Well, that's a lie. Mike is nobody's
you.
favorite.
Space Nerd. Yay.
Happy Valley Wrecking Crew at $2. Saw Jenna in person. Frog outkicked the coverage. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think
Feel
anybody
lucky
will
about
deny that. She also has a master's degree. She's super smart. Bo Beardington with $2. Oh, hey, Bo Beardington. Frog, what kind of job / gig would you leave TSN for? I mean, I don't think there's any job or gig that I would get offered that would pay an amount of money that would make me want to leave. I've got the job I want, and somebody can have it from my cold, dead hands. But for a ridiculous amount of money, I mean, I couldn't not. So I don't care if it was spinning a sign somewhere for $300,000 a year, I would take it.
How about if I offer you more money just to not be here?
For sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in.
All right, we'll talk.
It's working.
Alan Talks with $5. I like the puppet, but if you want to make money, make a John Real doll like ETM on Stern. I'd pay $250 to make it blow me. All right. So I know what a real doll is, but what I don't know this reference. They made a real doll out of Eric the Midget.
Yeah, I don't even remember that either, but I guess they did. But yeah, the real dolls were very popular in Stern at some points.
They sure were.
Yeah.
That would be fucking hilarious. Can we do that? Can you like
You
how
can
much
do
would it
anything you want,
cost?
yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, but how much would it cost to
Well, let's
custom
see.
make a
Let
real
me see.
doll?
Let me find out.
Oh yeah, you do that. I'll read. CJ Ham with another $20. You're the best, brother. Thank you. Y'all need to check out Wes Watson for your next locale. Somebody, it might have been you actually. I was going to say somebody has mentioned that to me before. So either two people have or you have twice. But we should put that on the list.
Wes Watson. All right.
Love the avatar, CJ Ham. Hilarious.
You know, it's so bizarre. I wound up with one of his shirts at DabbleCon as well. I don't know.
Did you?
How I kept winding up with other men's shirts.
I was
They
going to
leave them on the
four or
floor.
five different
right, when
shirts
you're
while I
done.
was there. It was great.
WLW Carpentry. Thank you.
By
for
the
gifting
stench of me.
a Shuli Network membership. CJ
Wow,
Ham
they've
with
come a
$1.
long way in these real dolls. Good gravy,
Okay.
Marie.
I'm listening.
They're quite attractive. Let's see, real doll.
Or you can
Male
custom
real
make
doll.
one.
Yes. Yeah. Build your own real doll. Let's see. Each of the products are handmade to order.
So
One of a
glad we had to
kind
Google
piece of
that.
custom artwork. You have to choose from heads and stuff, though. You can choose vagina style.
What are the options?
Let's see.
Can you get two vaginas
Removable.
for one?
There's removable.
All right.
Bluetooth insert, which I guess it vibrates maybe or something. And then permanent. I don't know what that means. Oh, and there's all different. Yeah, there's all different shapes.
How many holes are you limited to?
It depends how many ice picks you have. You can have it shaved. You can have the bush can be it's shaved or just a strip or a
The
lot.
Hitler mustache.
Yeah. And then there's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 varieties of labias. So whatever you're into, really.
How much does this cost?
Let's see. We're getting to the bottom.
Can you?
line.
So you're looking at, but if we were going to make a Stuttering John real doll, it would be a dude.
Yes, they do have male dolls. I don't know if you can custom make those. You can also they have a transgender converter that can go up into your real doll's vagina and becomes a
They
guy.
don't. Oh my god.
Final total with the
You're
options
doomed.
$9,150.
You're kidding.
No.
$9,000.
Oh my God.
You could probably get a real chick every night for months for $9,000.
Yeah, but those talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one,
Holy shit. The amount of money
set
you
it and
would have
forget
to
it with
have.
this one.
Right.
How much money do you have to make a year to have the extra cash to buy a $10,000?
Well, if you
Whatever
had
you
that
call
much
that.
money, you should be able to get chicks anyway.
Yeah, seriously,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
true.
Got something going on.
CJ Ham has another $5 here, and he says he's the same height as John, but the only problem is he really goes to the gym and will show up to fight. Okay. Oh, wait, maybe I have looked this guy up before. Big Daddy Dodo with $2 says, how much to shave that chia pet off your head, Joe? There's no amount of money to shave my head tonight.
Oh, we've been there before.
We have. I did it this morning, so there's stuff in it. It was really difficult the last time. Santana MUFC gifting
Get off
a
your
Shuli
knees, Dave.
Network
You're
membership.
embarrassing yourself.
Thank you, buddy. Speaking of buddies, Buddy Hinton. Since we're all using our membership chats, oh, hey, Don, please give me a she chooses. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, hey, buddy Hinton. I'm glad my teeth aren't in. She chooses cheeses she should chew and chooses shoes that match her shirts.
Thanks for using your 4-month membership chat.
Woo!
Buddy Hinton. And thanks for the $1, Fidget Fan.
Fidget Fan.
Our boy CJ Ham's back with the penis. Thank you for 20.
Coming on strong tonight.
Yeah, he is. So another thing that I had on my list was the only way that John might be able to actually survive without coming back to streaming is if he does get his hands on that college money, those college accounts. Because there should be enough money in there, right? Like, even if it's not as much as he says it is.
Right. He'll be able to survive for a while.
Right.
But he's not good with money, don't forget. You know,
yeah, but his mom's old as well.
Well, yeah, he's waiting.
You don't think he's calculating that into things?
Of course. He's waiting on that. But, he likes to, by his own mission, he likes to make bets. That's a sure way to lose a lot of money fast.
Yeah. He bets lots of larges.
Yep. Yankees season starting soon. So, yeah, he'll be putting on those lodges.
I didn't know people bet on baseball. I thought that was more like a football thing.
They bet on everything, every sport.
I guess.
Why not? Football's more exciting because it's, there's not 160 games. So
right.
Amount of games, boom.
Who do you think is the biggest loser in the Dabbleverse? I think I wrote down Rob Saul here, but I'm curious what your thoughts are.
You mean just in general in life?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, I think Rob's an even bigger loser than John.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah, you can't deny, he takes his jitney and
right, exactly, for starters.
Yeah. He's he got cucked by his cousin. He's I don't know, is he working even now? But
I think there's rumors that he's at one of the hotels, obviously, Tendon Bar.
Yeah, no, his life did not pan out very well.
Right.
Yeah. Again, John had a good streak there for a while.
Right. Yeah.
And even someone like Ray had no expectations, like to Ray, he's probably like living the dream.
Yeah. Yeah. When you're slow like that, you're just happy just to have a place to, you could sleep next to the the elliptical machine at your mom's house or wherever, and you're happy.
And he does do comedy for a living and podcasting. I mean, he might not be
Yeah.
the best comic
Yeah.
ever, but that is how he earns it. It's not like he's working a side job or
Right.
something.
He's doing what he wants to do. And
Yeah.
he's making enough to survive. So yeah, no, he's
Literally enough to
definitely-
survive.
not to thrive, but to survive. And
Right.
yeah, so who else? Who else? You know, Steel Toe has his own problems, but you know, Kevin, I think Kevin's probably the unhappiest. So if you go by just by mental state,
Yeah.
I mean, just imagine being him for a day. Just everything is anger.
Yeah, and I get the feeling that he's like that off of the podcast as well. Like that's not a bit.
Yeah, no, he is. And
You think he's unhappier than John?
Yeah, because John, with his narcissistic problems, is that he thinks he's misunderstood. You know, so he still has that. You know, I'm great. They just don't realize it. You know, they're the losers. I'm the way. Even though I got driven off of my show by these shows, I'm the winner.
Yeah.
You know, they will bend themselves into pretzels to keep face.
He certainly does. That's definitely something that we've learned from the Blunder years.
Mhm.
I was having technical issues during today's show, so I wasn't listening the whole time. But during the fight with Howard, like Shuli pointed out how he's not like listening to Howard at all. Like he's just kind of trying to spin everything to make himself look like he's the victim.
Right.
And we see that in every situation in the Dabbleverse with him.
So now Tiger Lily says here, John is the biggest loser in the Dabbleverse because he lost the most. But would you rather have it and have lost it or never have even achieved it?
Yes, I was thinking that earlier.
I mean,
that's right. People like Ray and Rob never got to taste success.
Well,
At least
Ray,
KB did.
Yeah, but Ray, I mean, again, Ray has succeeded in that he's doing what he wants to do, and he's not had to, give up his dream. And that's half the battle. So,
but do you think Ray is where he wants to be, or is there an end game? It's like I would like to be here, because it seems like that's somewhere in his psyche. But
yeah,
how's he going to get there?
He definitely wants to. He still thinks he's going to make it, which is
he's got the confidence.
I've heard him say he wants to get like on the Tonight Show and things like that, like as if people still watch television, or like, if only he could get on the Tonight Show, it would be like his big break or something.
Well, how old is he? 45, 40?
No, he's like 50, I think.
50. All right. So, well, yeah, for I'm older than he, but he still remembers when going on the Tonight Show was a huge deal. I mean, that was, in the 60s and 70s, it was
right.
It was like being on Howard in Howard's prime.
That's right.
And even in the 80s and 90s, being on a Tonight Show would get you a lot of good shit. Now, I know
Who watches that.
Yeah. I work with people all the time who are opening for me or featuring, and they were on the Tonight Show. So
do you watch the Tonight Show?
I didn't watch it when I was writing for it.
Yeah, exactly. Andy,
I watched it when Johnny Carson was the host. That's when it was really great. I found Jay Leno funny when he used to host it when Johnny wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
Jay seemed to have an edge. He's very funny. He was great with the guests. He was really quick. It seems when he took over the Tonight Show, something changed.
Yeah, he got very careful. Yeah, but the Tonight Show with Carson was great. I would watch that when I was a kid. Yeah, I mean,
right.
I think anybody in this business my age, that's part of the reason they wanted to start doing comedy, is they would turn on Carson and see David Brenner and Richard Pryor and all these guys who they go out and do their 6 minutes, and it was wow.
Yeah. But that's like, the 70s and 80s, even the 90s, that's 30 years ago,
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. It's completely changed.
Now you've got guys that put a video up on TikTok that blows up and they're selling out a theater.
Right. Well, now Rogan is, I think if you're on Rogan, you're probably.
Yeah. Or Kill Tony.
Or Kill Tony. Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to blow up.
That's where you go now. So. But again, it's nice. It would be nice to have the appearing on Tonight Show, or any of them, Fallon or
Kimmel.
Kimmel, Gilbert, or is this his name?
But all influenced
Colbert.
by Carson,
Right.
just
Right.
like Letterman was as well.
So, yeah. So, but it's not important to the career anymore. But nonetheless, but back to Ray. Yeah, I mean, so if he wants to do that, that's great, and it doesn't hurt, but it really doesn't. It wouldn't make a difference.
Yeah, but like you were saying, Ray, that like he's living his dream at least. Rob Saul's like a character in a Chekhov play. You know, like
Yes, he looks like a roach. Yeah.
And like we said, like KB, like at the very least, like comedians think he's funny, like, you know, like, or was anyway.
Right.
He's got something of an audience left that supports what he's doing. I wouldn't necessarily call it a podcast, but whatever you call it.
And I don't watch it, but there some clips that we've seen when he's has people on. It's still entertaining, I guess. You know, it's not a train wreck.
Yeah, that was the day he was by himself was definitely a train wreck.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm sticking with it. I think Rob Saul might be the biggest loser in the Dabbleverse.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Although to Tiger Lily's point, if you're measuring how much somebody has lost, John definitely takes the cake on that.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. It was his for the keeping, and he decided just to be John and fuck it all up.
Right.
But he didn't have a chance. Really, he over exceeded his talent, so he was never going to get anything on his own once the Tonight Show ended. It was impossible.
You don't think he could have bullshitted his way into something?
Are you talking writing or performing wise? Well, he's a terrible actor.
Either way, like,
right.
Like it's got to be his ego getting in the way. Like he didn't want to try out for like roles that would have been entry level or something. Cause like you figure like if you don't think if he could have gotten like some kind of small part, like I know he's not a great actor or whatever, but you don't have to be a great actor for small parts in crappy movies and you still get paid and you're being an actor.
But there is still competition. There's a lot of talented people who are looking for those crappy little roles.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So, once the Stuttering John aura was gone and it wasn't an important credit anymore to have been Stuttering John, yeah, he wasn't going to get anything on his talent alone.
Right. That explains why he never got another job in entertainment.
Right.
He never had to have ambition.
I'm sorry. I'll take this for John. He did the professional arm wrestling football championship and the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar roast. I forgot. Those were within the last 10 years. Meredith using her 20-month member milestone chat to say hugs to Frog, Discount Don, and Jenna, and love to Mike.
Aw, thank you, Meredith.
Thanks, Meredith.
Thanks, Meredith. Byron, Joe is too cool to use his own show's background. That's all right. I'm getting a camera and a green screen. I promise. Camera and a green screen. Dabble Don Dada with $5 says you should cut up a package of all the lol cows while John is gone. Opie, Brennan, Aaron, in my opinion, would be great. That's actually a good idea too. We'll write that down, please. Yeah, that could be like the ultimate lol cow package. John, Opie, Brennan, and Steel Toe. And maybe throw Rob in there too. We'll try and make it a long one. If I cut 10 minutes of each of them, it'd be 50 minutes.
Right.
We could probably do a 2.5 hour show with that.
You could put up a poll and see who everyone thinks is the biggest locale.
You know,
possible
we could also
future.
We should ask the chat right now. This is something that I've been kind of wondering about with the Uncle Rico show. So if we're gonna do a different locale like Brennan or Rob Saul, and we're gonna cut a package, do we still call it the Uncle Rico show? Like my gut is no. Like the Uncle Rico show is always John, but it would be kind of fun to take a look at all like each individual. I guess doing it like was just suggested, like one package with little bits of all of them instead of like a whole show. I don't know.
But there's so many locales out there.
Well, I mean, just in the Dabbleverse, Andy.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah, exactly. So like, think if we did like one Rico a week where we looked at someone else, like that fucking loser Chad Zumach. Oh, hey, Chad, $2. Thank you, buddy. SJ was chatting KB today saying I was a grifter. Yeah, somebody said that earlier that he was chatting KB today, but do we know that it's really him? Because I doubt that Brennan knows how to check, and I don't know if Brennan has any mods that could check and let us know. So an account that claims to be Stuttering John was chatting with Brennan. Thank you, Chad, by the way, for the tip. Where were we?
Chad said it was him.
It was him, he says.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, at least we know he's enjoying his time away from the Dabbleverse.
Oh boy.
New name per locale. So I mean, I guess we could do that too. Yeah, keep it. Rico's a brand. Chachi's. Yeah. So that's sort of, I guess, everybody must feel that way. I mean, I don't want to speak for Mike or Andy, but I'm sure that's sort of the gut instinct.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of see the Uncle Rico show as covering John.
Yeah.
I do see it that way. I mean, there's no reason we can't cover other people.
Call it Finding Rico.
Finding Rico. There you go.
We're always looking for the next big thing.
Locale 101.
Mm-hmm.
My camera's terrible. Since when?
Since you started.
It's hold on, I'll check, but I'm sure it's Chad. What else would Chad be doing?
We can check these things.
That is the real Chad Zumach. The mud shark.
Woo!
Is in the building.
Hey, Chad.
Hey, Chad. I like your hot sauce. Oh, that came out wrong.
Phrasing it. Space Nerd says, don't change the name. Don't give them any spotlight.
Hey, you want to pick your favorite real doll face? They let you choose from a bunch of them. I just put it in the Discord. I know it's a little off topic, but
I mean, hey,
you got me on this real doll kick here.
I get it. You didn't need the quiz to prove how cool I am. It's obvious to everybody. Wanted to look at that and double check what we're showing. So these are your options. That's a lot of options.
That's a lot of options.
There's a lot of options.
And it's very ethnically diverse.
There's only
choice.
There's two that would be non well, there's Asian too. There's one Asian.
Yeah, you don't think the one in the bottom left corner is?
Oh, I don't. That looks like Snooki. She must just have a bad tan. I don't know. Some look real. Some look scary.
Yeah, the one in the second row from the top all the way to the right, under the redhead.
Yeah,
like that looks frightening.
Something's up there.
Yeah,
that looks like one of the chicks I do jujitsu with.
She's a tumbler.
Yes,
that's cute.
Which one's your favorite, Mike? Like if you were gonna choose.
The first top left is cute. Ooh, that's scary down there.
I think the fourth one in on the top is also ethnic.
Fourth in, yes. There's her, and then the one far right in the second top row.
Yeah,
and then
Snooki.
And then Snooki down there, right. And there's one Asian chick right kind of in the middle there.
Smack dab in the middle.
Everybody else is.
Andy, which one's your favorite?
Well, I would have said the second one from the bottom on the left. I thought I was chatting with her for 2 years, but I didn't know it was a fake doll. So I guess that was a fake account. It's upsetting.
Yeah.
That's tough. I mean, knowing they're all real dolls kind of makes it sick making any pick, doesn't it?
That is true.
It's sort of disturbing that this is even.
I'll take that one. Yeah.
You pick the face and the vagina.
Yeah.
What's more disturbing, getting a real doll or paying that much money for a real doll?
Yeah, well, that's the custom one. That was the $9,000 was the custom one. Just a regular. If you just pick
any common whore.
Yeah.
Right.
They just ship you wherever the fuck they want.
I have 10 holes, no more, no less.
Yeah, you take this in the whole way.
Jesus. How much is just a regular one?
Let's see. Regular.
$19.99.
Yeah.
Or 4 easy payments of $29.99.
So let's see. Let's go with. They all have names. Let's go with Carmen. Save 1,000. Don't change any options on a pre-customed real doll. Save 1,000.
Don't change any option.
So if you just
Don't upgrade your badge. Save
Right.
money.
So yeah, if you're just well, they do show you every part of them though. That's you know what you're getting. And that's only 8,149.
Jesus, that's still
Okay.
super expensive.
a lot,
though. I
but
thought you
you
were
know.
going to say like $1,000, which is still ridiculous.
No, these are like 5'5" fully formed figures with all kinds of holes in them and stuff.
Right.
Oh,
Wow. And they have petite real doll if you like very thin. There is
I do. You've seen
yes. Well, anything bigger than that, you'd snap your spine.
Jen.
But all right, sorry, I got. I was looking for the John Mail doll.
No, I'm into it. What I want to do is, you know how Cumia used to do the bit where he would do the impression of that guy that sold the baseball cards?
Right.
We should have him selling us a real doll.
Wow.
While you're looking for the male real dolls, Jay Wolfenstein with $2 says, I have the lol cow show name, Morseverse. There you go. That's a perfect use. We've had this brand for months that we don't know what to do with. And we just call it Morseverse.
Morseverse.
Love it. Send Chad the link. I was kidding. Chad's not sitting around with nothing to do. I'm sure he's very busy with important things to do. He's on the phone with Hollywood right now. He's not got time for Into the Pond. Alan Talks with a 19-month member milestone, chat. Thank you for using it on Into the Pond. If you get a real doll, you can make your money back if 90 people fuck it for $100.
Wow.
I think it would
That's
have
an
to be
entrepreneur right there.
900 people, though, for $100.
Yeah. So see, here's the problem. Their custom heads they only have 5 options. You can't like send a picture. They won't make a
Can we
face
see
for
what the options are? We'll see which one is the most John-like.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. Let me screenshot this.
John Skippy Halloween Hand with $2 says, Discount Don, thoughts on the trade deadline and who's making the cup final?
Well, I'm still trying to get over the trades that the NBA had recently. That was completely crazy.
Right.
As for the Stanley Cup, I mean, I'm a longtime Leafs fan, but they actually have a very good record this year. They're looking really good, and they may have a chance.
Go
I mean, it's
Leafs.
only been since 1967, so this could be their year.
I think it is. Thanks,
brother.
Been looking great. Life with 18 Cats has been a member for 8 months and says, Hey, Mike, Frog, and my favorite man, Andy.
Hey, Cam, good to see you.
Hey, Life. So all right, put the faces there into the
The
Discord.
ladies love Andy.
Oh
I'll tell
yes.
They're crazier than I am.
you. You're a suave motherfucker. Discount. All right, let's look and see if we can find a John-like male real doll. There's no way we're expensing $8,000 for a real doll. Johnny, the first one. I mean, it's too good looking, but that looks the most like him.
That would be the one. Yeah, the one on the other side looks like.
You know what we do? We get Johnny, and then we have Zen shit on its face and look just like Stuttering John.
Perfect. Wow. Yeah, these are not as like finely detailed as the female.
They should all be named Ken.
And you think women buy these?
I think probably more gay guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Women don't need fake shit as much as the guys do.
Somehow it would be sadder if
Right.
women were buying them, right?
Yeah.
It'd actually give us hope.
You can pick penis style. Here's the interesting thing. You can pick flaccid, which is they have flaccid, small, medium, large, and extra large. So
I want one just like my husband's.
ooh.
Flaccid.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
And they're the same price for the male real doll?
Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, this is a little bit less, just flat 9,000 for the custom made.
It should be less because they don't have to do as much machining. There's only one hole.
Yeah, but you have to add dick to it though.
Yeah, I guess that would be extra. What are they made out of? Why do I care? I don't care.
Well, let me know what your allergies are. We'll see what we can do.
I just got a lot of specific questions there.
It's so bizarre to me. It's such a crazy thing that you would buy this doll to fuck. Like,
Yeah.
Like-
Taking selfies.
like you made the joke about like women talking to, like, prostitutes aren't coming to talk to you. Like, they're here
No.
to be fucked and then leave with their money, you know? Like,
Right.
I don't think you got to worry about them yammering out. Like, and it's cheaper than a real doll, and it's a real human being.
Yeah, but all right. Well, first of all, if it's a decent looking hooker, I don't know what the prices are. But I mean, you're not going to get it for $100 unless you're in, under the bridge or somewhere. So all right, so you get
it's $1,000.
all right, but all right, so you fuck her 9 times. You could have one that you fuck every day.
I guess. Oh, if there's anyone in the audience that owns one of these things and uses it, please reach out to the email because we're gonna have you on a trainables.
There's guys who marry their real doll.
Are there reviews by
Right.
any chance? You want to read me some of the reviews?
Yeah, that's an idea. Let's see here.
If I could give it 0 stars, I would.
They have extra faces.
Big Daddy Dodo with $5 says, "What would you pick, tight-lipped or butterfly winged beef curtain?"
Tight-lipped.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like it.
everybody's.
I like it. Yeah,
Nobody wants mud flaps.
neat and tight. Yep. Well, listen, they have their place, but let's see. No, there are no reviews here.
Oh,
Let me see if
damn it!
maybe I can find them somewhere else.
That would be so funny. I just can't imagine what the reviews are like what some of the complaints are.
Maybe Beef Drippings can find some reviews for us.
I had to send mine back because the asshole wasn't open.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I specifically asked for 3 centimeters. Here it is. Read customer service reviews.
I ordered flaccid, but they sent me medium.
Jim gave 1 star. I bought a torso from Real Toy and it looked okay, except for some minor things. The opening way too small. If I
knew that was gonna.
Yeah. If I take the insert out, it was okay. That's how small it was. Without the insert, it was so bad I could not use it. After maybe 5 times trying to use it, it split more than an inch right at the opening.
What the fuck?
I was thinking about repairing it and noticed that it was not platinum silicone as advertised. I gently pinched the edge and took some silicone off. I was shocked. I left it on my floorboards for a couple of days or more. And when I lifted it, it weeped oil out and left a pattern on my boards. Basically, it's useless. Best place to put it is in the bin.
In the bin. That's a British person.
Yeah. Lincoln gave.
So wait, real quick
Mhm.
question. It said I ordered a torso.
Yeah, you can just order the torso. You don't need the whole chick. Come on. Yeah.
So there's no head or legs or arms.
What do you want them to have a purse too, so you can hold that while they shop? No, you don't. Lincoln's 4 out of 5, a premium experience. Real cock 2 is the best I've ever tried. The attention to detail and quality of materials make it a standout product. It's comfortable, easy to use, and feels incredibly lifelike. Okay.
So there's a dude that got a dude doll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe just the dick. I mean, you can just get the dick too. Yeah. Here's one. 5 stars from Charlie in the US. My real doll feels like a real companion. Her lifelike features and incredible attention to detail make her special. Real doll has outdone themselves, and I couldn't be happier. She's become a cherished part of my life, and I'm grateful for such an amazing product.
I know, like, the marketing team at companies will sometimes leave reviews. Like, I hope that was written by the marketing team. If that dude's talking about how special his real doll is,
these guys,
a companion.
Yeah, these guys. I told you, I've read stories where they marry their real doll.
Yeah. A companion.
Yeah.
It's a doll.
It's a real doll.
Or a torso.
not a fake
It's
doll.
a real
It's
torso.
a real one. That's a real torso.
Here, Martin from the U.S. 5 stars. My real doll is as lifelike as they come. Oh, well, somebody's coming. From her soft skin to her realistic eyes, she's perfect. Real doll's dedication to quality is evident in every detail. She looks so real that it's hard to believe she isn't. This was the best decision I've made, and I'm overjoyed with the results.
You know what we're going to do? We're going to do a Rumble show where we build. I'll have each of you build your own real dolls, and then
idea.
Andy and I will judge them to see whose is the hottest.
Oh.
And because it's on Rumble, we can probably show the fake vaginas.
Oh, here's one that's agreeing with you, Frog. Matt gives it 1 star. Well. You're here because
Well.
well.
Was he the principal in the Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
Well.
Thank you all for
Looky
being on
what we
time.
have here.
You're here because you think you're crazy. For starters, fake 5-star reviews. Like many others, this company is as bogus as they come. I went to buy a toy for my wife for a joke, and surprise, I paid good money. Waiting 1 year, despite their website at the time said it was like 6 to 12 weeks. Which has now been removed. So I wait 6 months in my kindness to understand the delays, and all that jazz ended. Contacted them, and I had a real condescending a-hole who gave me excuses and reasons for the delays. In the end, I had the wrong toy sent out. Anyway, no refund or return given the nature of the toy. Blah, blah, blah. So we sold the toy, never used. He sold
What? Who's buying used sex toys?
It just made me mad. And to be honest, the triple density isn't all the flash it crackles with. I don't even know what he's talking about now. But yeah, he was not happy.
How would he know? He didn't use it.
Yeah.
Toys R Us, 1 star.
Yeah. Most of them are very, very good. There's almost all 5-star. A lot of lonely guys out there.
I guess so.
Oh, rich guys.
Well, again, it's all right. You know, if you're like weird looking or just don't like people, there's
Right.
a lot of reasons, I suppose, and $9,000 sounds like a lot, but
It is a lot.
Yeah, but listen, when you have a girlfriend or wife, it's going to cost you more than that. You're taking them out to dinner.
House.
Yeah, you're taking them to the shows. You're taking, $9,000.
Get
Boom, like
divorced.
that.
Yeah.
Right. This one's never going to leave you.
Raggedy Man.
The whole it's a companion. Oh my God.
There's a lot of lonely people out there.
I guess so. We're gonna have fun building real dolls on Rumble. Real doll Rumble.
Real dog.
Alliterate. Let's see. I think we got a few more chats here, and we'll get out of here. Mike, question for your girlfriend: when she sees your browser history, is she appalled by what she sees, or is real dolls normal at this point?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'll answer that for Mike. That's probably the least bizarre thing. He Googled.
Yeah, I'll come in with a wig or something. It's like, hey, look what I'm going to be wearing tonight on the show. She's like, all right.
Andy and I were talking about that last night when we were talking about how I'm cooler than all of you. That's like number one reason why I'm cooler than you. Like, props are not cool, Mike.
Yeah,
not even for comics.
Listen, I can pull off a wig. You look like you're wearing a wig, and it doesn't work for you.
How many wigs do you have within arm's reach of you?
Let's see. We got. I forget what this is for. Which one was this for? I don't remember.
I
this
remember
is for the
Miserable Men.
No, this was for the Morse verse rockin' one. Yeah.
Oh right, yeah, that's right.
Got that one. Let's see. I have this is the Rob Soul full set. It's got the wig and the beard and the eyeshadow. That's right here.
Is it labeled? Does the bag say Saul?
No, but there's the Stevie Nicks t-shirt. So that's how I know that.
That's something we could give away.
What if I need it?
We can get you another Stevie Nicks shirt, Mike.
Well, it's not just the shirt, for God's sakes. It's the
reminder. Thanks to I forget who suggested it last night, but thanks to whoever suggested it, we're in the middle of another griftathon. So We'll use that as a prize for our top gifter.
I got the dog too. That's part
That
of the
doesn't
Rob
count as a
too.
wig.
No. No, I think those are the only two I have here.
Oh, only 2 wigs. How cool.
I do have, I got
2 wigs, 2 puppets.
shut up. We got that. We got the got clay here. Got my little lassie. We got the Joey. Sit there. We got Joyce. There's Paul right there. I didn't even.
Let me
need
see
that.
Joyce again. Oh, that's fucking great.
Hilarious. That's Joyce or Dane DeVito.
100%. Got that. And of course,
That was so great, Mike.
This is what Mike does with his free time. How cool.
That's it. That's it.
That's what talented people do.
And look, quality bag too. If you need a quality.
That's right. It's the Benson number 20, right?
Yeah, that's the best.
Big Daddy Dodo. Yes. That's Discount John. Raggedy Man with $5. Frog doll for DabbleCon 3? I don't believe so.
Yeah, it probably only costs like $2,000 because it'd be so little and skinny.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of silicone in that.
All right.
But it'd have to be able to tumble. So that would be.
And the penis is going to be tiny. Beef Drippins with $2 says you can make a fifi for like $3. Mike, what's a fifi?
A fee? I don't know. You can make a fifi. That I don't know.
Sorry, Beef Drippins. Looney Tunes with $5 says, irregardless is trending on Twitter right now. Mike, what are you doing here? Don't you see the grammar signal?
I've got work to do. Where's my got work to do. Listen, Bubby, it's going to be the best Dabbleverse in the world. All right. There we go.
Which one looks the most like me if we were going to make a frog doll?
The one on the far right.
Far right. Yeah.
Nate?
Neat.
Yeah.
Like an anorexic Kylo Ren.
I'm just glad you didn't say one of the chicks.
Well, that probably would be better. A jail. Fifi
right.
is a jailhouse fleshlight.
You can make one for $3. Mike, I want your best jailhouse fleshlight tomorrow. Are you Googling it?
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to be able to show the picture.
Well, it's made in prison. It's not going to look like an actual vagina.
Is that what a fleshlight is?
Jesus, yeah. How can
For
you
$3? Yeah.
I don't know, Mike. I have a woman.
I know, but you can go outside your little orb, your little world there, your little tumble world, and a fleshlight is if you've ever been to an adult store, you probably haven't.
I have.
Well, they have it's shaped like a flashlight, but at the end there is an actual rubber vagina on the end.
The hell did I think a fleshlight was?
I don't know. So yeah. So what they do for the prison is they take a rubber glove and they wrap it around some sort of cylinder, and
It'd be a toilet paper.
yeah,
Cylinder that you use.
Jesus. Wet.
or a towel. They use a towel and oh my God, I'll be damned. Yeah. I'm gonna let's see. Let me see. I think you could show this.
Let me see.
It looks medical.
In the meantime, Donna G. Oh, hey, Andy. You have to watch Skeptical Robot. I sent your super chat there by mistake. Skeptical Robot. We will check that out.
Yeah. Thank you.
Let's see what we got here. Prison fleshlight. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
It looks like, like you said, something medical. But my God. Well, in prison, I understand.
Well, show the people, for God's sake.
I'm getting there.
Yeah, come on.
No, I don't remember which one. It was this
Yeah, just pick your favorite one.
one. This is what a prison fleshlight looks like.
So yeah, Beef Drippin, take the cardboard out of the toilet paper, wrap a towel around the outside, and rubber band for tightness. And and that's a rubber glove. You see, they got the lotion there right next to it. You do what you got to do.
It's more like a bottle.
Well,
I guess go with what you know.
I don't know how many blue assholes have you seen? It doesn't look like it just looks like a hole, really.
One of us will be busy tonight. Which one?
Again, in prison, at least I understand. Like, you've got few options. But out in the real world.
Well, there's a lot of people who are not, they can't talk to people.
They're not as cool and good looking as me, so they can't get chicks.
Right.
Skull, Vixen, how are you?
Vixen Cider with $5 says, I thought a fleshlight was a lamp made from human skin. That might be what I thought it was. I'm not sure what I thought it was, but I didn't know it was a.
Well, now you know.
I wish I had the more you know music. Fleshlights, the more you know. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, especially our buddy CJ Ham and everybody who can forget this. Looney Tunes critic, everybody that's been super chatting. Beef Drippins, our buddy with the last super chat here. I introduced the Shiwi and a Fifi to TSN success. You did. We've been Fifi and Shiwi tonight.
You're like Johnny Appleseed.
We appreciate it. We appreciate all of you for being here. We appreciate you hitting the like and subscribe buttons on your way out. And we thank Mike for being here, wasting his Friday night with us.
Yes, thank you, Mike.
You're the best.
Time. Oh, I know.
Andy, great job. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, sir.
We will
well done,
see you
as
guys
always, driving the show.
Tomorrow, I guess. Uncle Rico. Tomorrow night.
We'll see you then.
All right. Bye, everybody.
You are listening to Into the Pond